good world? I'm chilling with some milkweed. This plant has a bunch of interesting like geometric shapes going on. I don't know how to describe it, but it's super cool. There's a lot of really like cool insects on it too. You just have to like sit and stare, and then bees are coming to like land on it too. So you might like see them flying in and out. But yeah, we're gonna do a video on how to make these little guys. I call them stoner tools, but they're like to take dabs off of, to like clean your pipe. That's what I use them for. I use this one to like scrape and clean my pipe. The other one, unfortunately, is not here with us. Didn't make it. It like broke a year ago because I made these a long time ago. But this one's still here, still kicking it. I'm finally releasing this freaking video. I like didn't want to post it because I thought they were ugly. But after like a whole year went by, a year and a half went by, I decided no, like they're so cute. I need to release them to the world. And yeah, it's good to see you guys again. I'll be posting more. I promise this time. I'm just not just saying that. Oh yeah, and then the reason why it broke was because I made it too thin. You could see how thin it is. So my suggestion is just make it thicker, or if it's too late, you already made it thin, like me, you could add some like really strong glue on the back, like E6000 glue, and it should survive and stay cute. Sweet, let's get started. These are the colors of polymer clay that I intend to use. The first step is this glow in the dark. For the weed leaves, I'm using this pale pistachio color. I ended up not using this lilac clay, but it's there. And my favorite color of clay to use is this Princess Pearl. I found these tools on the Wish app, and I'll link where you can find some similar so you could do this project too in the description box. I'm starting off taking the color that I want the marijuana leaves to be and just conditioning my clay. So just like rolling it in my hands until it gets soft and super easy to work with. Next, I'm rolling out a thick log. Now I'm making these marks just so I know where to slice it, just so I can cut it exactly perfectly in half. And then just cutting off those rounded edges. Next, I'm taking those clay chunks and then rolling them out into a long snake. So roll the first one out to like this. Now taking that second one, I'm going to try to match it, get it symmetrical, similar. Perfect. And now just cutting off those excess edges. For the next step, I'm cutting the clay just like this into 7 different slices. So just like this photo right here, except an additional 2 more. So basically you start off with 1 big chunk, and then you make 2 smaller that are identical, and then you go a little bit smaller, and then a little bit smaller, and then you end with 1 little tiny square. And this photo is from my stash jar video. So here you could see that I placed both of the snakes together just so that I could slice it easier and everything could be like symmetrical. And I made sure to slice less clay as I go, so you just like cut a big chunk and then that small chunk and then an even smaller, you know what I mean? And this is what it looks like once it's all done. So you have all these 7 pieces. And now it's time to shape the leaves. So I'm taking the longest slice of clay first and just flattening out it a little bit, ever so slightly, and then pinching the tip super pointy so it looks kind of like a rhinestone, like a diamond shape at the top. And then doing that for the rest of the leaves the exact same way, just pinching it, flattening it, and then like super pinching the tops. The pinkies help in this situation. Just like tapping it, just sculpting it, you know. And yeah, do this for every single leaf. I'm using this tool to kind of help reshape them after I've placed them down exactly where I want them, to make this like perfect little cannabis leaf flower shape. And yeah, just rearranging the leaves as I go and using this tool to help me smooth out all of those harsh lines and blend everything. Now it's time to insert the tool, so do your best to not puncture the metal tool out of the clay. You want it securely in the middle. Now that I know it's securely in, I'm going back in with that tool and just blending out all of those lines and all of those crevices. Next, I'm using a sharp razor to texture the leaves, starting off by defining a line up the center. Using the edge of the razor to cut tiny little slanted lines all the way along that center line, just going down. And then on the opposite side, I'm cutting the lines going the other way. The more lines, the more texture, and the better it comes out. But yeah, I'm just going to repeat this on every single leaf. Once they are both done and texturized, I'm pinching the tips in different directions just to give it like a really cool, I don't know how to describe it, trippy look. Yeah, there we go. Now taking some glow-in-the-dark clay, I cut out a bunch of super small pieces, trying to keep them even in thickness. And I'm rolling out a bunch of little balls, like 4 balls total, just so I can make the little eyeballs next. So yeah, just rolling them out and then placing them right onto the leaves. And I'm doing this for both of them. And this is really cool because once you charge it up under the light, it glows like very vibrantly and you could like see it. It's just super cool. I love working with glow-in-the-dark clay. So just bop, 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 bop those little guys on there. Those little flat circles. Cool. Perfect. And next, I'm going to take the tiniest amount of Princess Pearl and rolling out tiny little balls of clay for the rosy cheeks. And then just placing them under the eyes, and this just adds like a touch of cuteness. So here you could see me rolling out a super small strip, cutting 2 even pieces, and then adding them right under the cheeks. So cute. I added this mouth, but it just wasn't working for me, so I end up going over this and changing it. And I decided to add some eyelashes to make the eyes pop. So I grabbed my black clay and I rolled out a super small snake and cut out 6 even strips of clay, like super small strips. When the clay is this small, it gets like super squishy, so you have to be super delicate with it. So I'm using this needle tool to just gently place them right on top of the eyes. And you want to make sure that they're securely in there or else they'll fall out. And you could just like poke them a little bit and they should stay. Now I added some little pupils. Next I'm going to create a mouth. So I rolled out a ball, flattened it, and then added it on to the face. And now I'm using tools to create a hole, and I smoothed it out. With a tiny amount of pink clay, I made a teardrop shape. And now I just placed it into the hole, and it's so cute. Now its tongue is sticking out. I always stick my tongue out, so I thought this is just like the perfect little facial expression. And then I used a razor blade to cut a line right down the middle of the tongue, just to give it some like good texture. Yeah, I didn't like how this mouth looks. I didn't like how this mouth looks. So next we are going to make some cute little plump lips. So I'm taking a thin snake. I cut out a small slice and then a slightly larger slice for the top and bottom lip. Start by rolling out the sides of the clay, like applying pressure to the sides just so you get like a little pointiness, just so it has that curve of the lip shape. Sorry, I'm so tired. It's like 2 a.m. and I'm filming, or I'm voiceovering this, so I sound like all over the place, but bear with me. And then just placing that bottom lip, and then now placing the top lip right above it, making sure they're both perfectly secure. With a tool, I'm adding an indent to the center. This is how my lip looks, so I just went off of that. And this really helped me get like the perfect shape. I added pink to the eyes because they were just looking a little funky. And then I layered on top another piece of black clay. And here we are. Perfect! Now it's time to bake. After baking them in the oven, I take some acetone on a cotton swab and I just clean up the clay just in case there's any dirt or anything. And next is time to glaze. I didn't have any regular glaze, so I'm just using some of my nail polish. This has some holographic glitter in it, and I'm just generously coating this all over. This is my favorite top coat. I just love to make things sparkly and shiny. It's my favorite in the sunshine too, just to like see all of the reflectiveness. And yes, just like coating this all over just brings them to life even more. They came out so cute. Oh, it's so pretty. I love the tongue. And our creation is complete. They came out so freaking adorable. Leave me a comment of which one is your favorite. The one with its tongue out or the one with the kissy lips. I want to say the kissy lips has to be my favorite one. I'm so sad I broke it. But yeah, I definitely do suggest just making them a little thicker, and they should last a long time. And I feel like you can add these to the top of anything really, or you could just make them a charm or something. I'll probably do a video on that too. And also different colors. I want to do a different color besides like the usual greenish color. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. So I hope you liked the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for freaking coming back to my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.